This is LT Melton with FetchYourNews.com, and we're here with Wesley Tankersley, Coach Tankersley, the former head coach of the Gilmer Bobcats. Coach, you'll be taking the Ridgeland job, which you let the team know and let everyone in the community know last week. Talk a little bit about your time at Gilmer and the process of making this decision.
Well, I just want to, to thank everybody in Gilmer County for one thing, for, giving me the opportunity to be the head football coach here. It's been, it's been a great experience for me. It's been a great experience for my family, and we're obviously going to have some great memories of the 7 years here, and the relationships that we're able to build during that time period, from players to parents to community members to media people. All those relationships will always mean a lot to Bree and our family. It's just Ridgeland High School, we felt like was a great opportunity for me and myself, and also a great opportunity for my wife to continue to pursue her career and advance in her career as well, as she she's been doing some work, some part-time things, but with all the kids being back in school next year, it was just a great time for us to look and see where we wanted to go as a husband and wife, and then also as a family. And so that's just it's definitely a tough decision, and not one that we took lightly, but just feel like that that's where God was leading us, and feel like that was the decision that we needed to make.
Now, clearly, Gilmer being your alma mater, it's understood that the decision was tough. You said that you have opportunities for your wife to get work and to work about those things. Was the decision more about the area? I understand that it's closer to Chattanooga, or was it that school specifically?
The school specifically and the area. I mean, I think it was just a win-win situation for both of us. It wasn't just obviously for me. I think the school's great, and I think it's a great opportunity for me too. But both of those things put together was a huge factor. The opportunities for both of us. So. The community up there has already been, very, very welcoming to me and the family already, and we just, from having lived in that area, while I was in college, we're very familiar with, with Rossville and the greater Chattanooga area there, and we just feel very comfortable there.
Now, obviously, this, like as you said, this decision took some time. It wasn't something that you clearly didn't think about lightly, and it wasn't a snap decision. About when did you start maybe thinking about making this decision?
Well, it's been probably 2 or 3 months, I would say. After the season was over with, I think you always look back at the season and evaluate the season and evaluate where you are as a coach, and like I said, as a family, and it was a huge family decision for us, and we just felt like that at that point in time where I was here at Gilmer as a coach and where we are as a family, that it would be a good time to look. And when that job came open, we knew that's an area that we love and we like and we're familiar with, so that kind of led to the decision to pursue it a little bit more. And Mr. Brown, the principal there, and everybody in the community has been great, and through the whole process, and it's been really, really nice.
Now, Coach, speaking of the community, obviously you being this being your alma mater, you being here, coach, for 7 years, you have great ties to the community. Many of the community have basically been asking us, and so I'm going to ask you: did Gilmer have a chance to match the offer that Ridgeland made, or was it just the opportunity was too good?
It was just, for me, the opportunity was too good. There's, I've definitely had some people say, we still want to keep you and that sort of thing, but, I think, like I said, just for the opportunity for me and the whole family was just was a huge decision for us, and I don't think that any other counter offer or anything else would have would have made the decision any different. You just feel like that sometimes God's leading you in a certain direction, and it felt like that was where He was leading us.
Now, in keeping with the community and your players, this is the first time that this was your first job. This is the first time you've taken another job and had to leave players. Talk a little bit about the emotions of not coaching those guys that many of whom you've maybe been watching since middle school.
Yeah, it's and that's what I told them. That's the toughest part about it was talking to them and telling them that I wouldn't be their head coach anymore, and that I was moving somewhere else. I mean, that's why I got into coaching, was to work with those kids and build those relationships and build lasting relationships with them. And as I said, it was very hard to see some of those kids that had been ball boys and see them grow up from even before middle school and come up through the program. So that was very, very tough on me, just because of how much I care about those guys. But as I said, I had to make a family decision for me and my family, and it just felt like that's the best thing to do.
And keeping with the theme of the emotion, what's it going to be like next season when you coach Ridgeland and you're on that visitor sideline, seeing as that game is going to be at Gilmer this year?
Yeah, I mean, that's something. Next season. That's something that we obviously thought about through the whole process, but and it's going to be very, very tough, and I'm sure it'll be a very, very emotional night for me and for a lot of other people here as well. But as I told the players here that I expect them to try to come out and to beat me, and I'm going to try to come out and beat them, and I expect us to shake hands afterwards and be good sportsmen, and that's and that's what it's all about. And I think it definitely can. We talk about how football is kind of a game of life, and you have to learn how to deal with different life situations, and hopefully it will help throughout the process, kind of teach our young men here in Gilmer County how to deal with some of those situations when they get out in their lives, because there's going to be things that happen like that sometimes, where you have to you might be working with somebody, they might move to a different job, and you're competing against them in different jobs, that sort of thing. So I think it's definitely hopefully a real life lesson for them and for me, that you can still respect each other, you can still play hard against each other, coach hard against each other, but still show that sportsmanship towards each other and continue a good relationship.
Now, speaking of the Ridgeland job specifically, have you had a chance to familiarize yourself with the team? Obviously, they playing in the region. You've watched them on film, preparing for them. But is it a little differently preparing to coach them?
Yeah, it's definitely different preparing to coach them, trying to learn names and learn faces instead of just numbers.
Right.
It's definitely going to be different in that sense, and creating those bonds and relationships with them. So that's definitely going to be different. I mean, I think it is it's a good thing for me that I can draw from seeing them on film and evaluating them already on film from last year.
Right.
But they did have seniors and new kids that will come in, so it'll be a new group of kids. Like I said, there are some kids that you remember from film and from film study that may be coming back, but there's going to be a whole new evaluation process for all those kids, and as we move forward in that program.
Now, have you started to put together your staff and evaluating your staff for the new job?
Yeah, I've talked to some of the coaches there. Obviously, they have had a good coaching staff there, and they've done a great job over the last 11 years. And so, we'll be sitting and talking with them and see how they will fit into the program, and then kind of look at, maybe outside if some of those guys, don't want to continue to coach, or whatever the situation is, we'll adjust. But my first and foremost is to create the relationships with those guys that they have there, and hopefully work something out for them to be a part of the program too, because they were already they're already invested in that program there, and really want to give them that opportunity to do that.
Now, compare a little bit the differences in the jobs. When you first took over Gilmer, they didn't have the pedigree, so to speak. You kind of led them to one of the most successful tenures in Gilmer's history. But Richland's got a little bit more pedigree, so to speak. Played for a championship. Is the pressure a little different?
I think the pressure probably will be a little different, but they've had a couple of down years according to their standards, and so it's going to be a job trying to build that back up. And obviously, I think the pressure will be a little bit different, but it's not like I'm taking over just right after the the year
Right.
They went to the championship or anything like that. So, I think the expectations in the long term will be bigger, but the pressure right now, I don't know that is there yet.
All right, Coach. I just want to say good luck and appreciate your time, and thank you for always being cordial and helping us out at Fetch Your News. And good luck, except for one game next year.
Well, I appreciate it, and thanks for all you do, and Brian does, and y'all do a great job of trying to get sports in this area a lot more media attention when it's it's kind of hard. It's kind of harder in this area since you're kind of stuck between Chattanooga and you're stuck in Atlanta. So you guys do a great job of trying to help our athletes here get their name out there and have some sports publicity and things like that too. So we really appreciate all that you guys have done too.
Actually, this will be the last question. Actually, do you feel that the media will be a little different with you being closer to Chattanooga? Maybe you'll have to deal with the media a little bit more. Yeah,
I think I'm definitely going to have to deal with the media a little bit more. You already had to, you've got multiple TV stations up there and newspapers and other media outlets from, Walker County to the Chattanooga area. So there's definitely going to be more work for me in that aspect of it, but that's something that that hopefully prepared for and continue to grow in and get better at.
Well, again, good luck, Coach, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you.